Shibarium is, without a doubt, the most anticipated project among Shiba Inu enthusiasts, and enthusiasm for the Layer 2 platform has remained high as 2018 comes to an end. The dev team has been providing updates on the status of the platform all year, but each one has ended on a downbeat note because Shibarium was not yet available for public consumption. Nevertheless, it seems that we have a new development that will be well received by the Shiba Inu community. Keep on watching the video for more information. Disclaimer: now we can get down to serious company. If you've been around the Shiba Inu scene for a while, you probably know that the beta testing phase for Shibarium was supposed to begin in the third quarter of 2023. The dev company failed to deliver the promised features of Shibarium to the Shiba Inu community, and it is now December, and the game has not even reached beta testing. The lack of progress in this area has been very frustrating. Unsatisfactory hints have been hidden for the community to find. In any case, Bowen Shiba Swap, a Twitter page dedicated to Bowen, may have uncovered an intriguing clue. If you type bariumscan.com into your browser, you'll be taken to the Shiba Swamp website. Bowen claims that the preparations for the release of Shibarium may be seen at the Shiba Swamp. Interesting as that may be, you shouldn't discount the chance that it's fan-manufactured. Perhaps the Shiba Inu fan bought the shibariumscan.com domain name and is using it to direct people to the Shiba Swamp. Given that the development team hasn't brought up a website for barium scans, this is a distinct possibility. But I'm curious, what do you think? Does this fan-made clue have any basis in reality? As a result, we may enjoy Shiba Inu's success even as we eagerly anticipate the arrival of Shibarium. Even as this year winds down, the share of households with a Shiba Inu has grown steadily over the course of its history. It was just a few weeks ago that we were talking about how the number of people who own Shiba Inus had reached 50%. The current figure is at 60%. What this means is that the vast majority of ship owners want to keep their vessels for the foreseeable future. Diamond hands are those whose decision to hold is unaffected by the general underperformance of the cryptocurrency market. Still, that's not all. As it stands, only 4% of ship owners have been in their role for less than a month. This means that Shiba Inus have practically eradicated the use of paper hands. Since paper hands tend to get their money out at the first indication of crisis, this should keep the price of Shiba net steady. They pose a threat to the value of a commodity if they enter a market. Since there are less paper holders of SHIB now, the price may grow on its own. Certainly, this is conceivable in theory. As this year winds down, we need to see how the issue actually plays out. The Shiba Inu is also notable for its ability to lure whales. Before we get into that, though, know that every day this channel gives out 100,000 sheep to viewers who qualify for the contest. In order to enter, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave a comment. Toggle Shiba Inu hashtag. To your success, the apparent decline in Shiba Inu popularity among whales was recently questioned. Traditional whale favorites, Shibas, have been on the decline. Thankfully, the ship seems to have won back the favor of the greatest whales, as they have begun buying up massive quantities of the token again. She was also one of the top 10 tokens, most purchased by the top 100 Ethereum whales in less than 24 hours. According to Whale Stats, a website that analyzes the activities of the greatest crypto whales. In addition, it was among the top 10 tokens bought by the top 2,000 whales, large buyers of Ethereum. Even though sheep are now selling for a low price, these purchases were nonetheless made. So, you think she'll be pumping iron like crazies? We ring in the new year. Bitcoin's price is expected to rise in the near future, according to analysts. Before we go any further, it seems like this might be the case. When the value of Bitcoin rises, the value of many other cryptocurrencies, including sheep, usually follows suit. This is a fact that many people are unaware of. Now that we've gone over that hump, some analysts believe Bitcoin's price will skyrocket in 2024, surpassing gold's performance in the 1900s and 1970s to become the world's most valuable asset. In light of prior events in the financial sector, most notably the dollar's decoupling from gold in 1971, it is reasonable to predict that the coming years will be quite successful for Bitcoin. Caprioni Investments, a research and trading firm, made this forecast, and they explicitly noted the following. For the same reason that gold was much more compact in the 1900s and 1970s, so too is Bitcoin now. It saw significant shifts despite a decade of inflation and high interest rates. This is why we believe Bitcoin's popularity will only increase over the next decade. They also brought up the topic of inflation hedges and how gold and Bitcoin compare. One reason gold is favored over Bitcoin as an inflation hedge because Bitcoin's market capitalization is only 2.5% of that of gold. However, investors think Bitcoin is ready for a boom in part because of this distinction. The potential for Bitcoin's price to continue rising is substantial. Considering this data and the impact Bitcoin has had on the entire cryptocurrency industry, it's realistic to assume that the cost of SHIB will rise in the next years. Furthermore, its market capitalization is considerably smaller than Bitcoin's. Therefore, if we follow the logic of Coriolis, the price of SHIB has much more opportunity for increase, which may start around 2023. However, feel free to share your ideas with the group in the communal space. The final section is a high-level look of the Bitcoin industry. One of the biggest blows to the cryptocurrency business this year was the fall of FTX, which affected many other things in the market. Before everything else, customers of centralized exchanges need to know that the platform can withstand a large withdrawal without going bankrupt. And many cryptocurrency holders have been seen moving funds from decentralized to centralized exchanges. The fact that FTX demise highlighted issues in the crypto sector generally and centralized exchanges in particular has to be the most consequential. And here is how Cointelegraph explains it. Their challenges are elementary in nature yet far-reaching in scope. They trick sophisticated, skeptical investors into thinking their money is safe. No matter what the source, a bullish market is good for business. Articles on failing balance sheets and dubious origins are significantly rarer. When this is not the case, complacency's drawbacks become apparent. If FTX hadn't fallen when it did, these problems might not have been so obvious. Thus, many crypto holders have decided to move their cash from centralized exchanges to either decentralized exchanges or self-custody wallets. The lack of security in self-custody wallets presents its own set of challenges. However, other investors have opted for self-custody wallets out of concern that a centralized exchange may also fail. The question of whether centralized wallets will still exist beyond 2023 is currently at the forefront of discussion. Are you planning on moving your tokens from a hot wallet to a cold wallet? Use the space below to offer your thoughts on the matter. Our time together on this video has come to an end. To show your appreciation, hit the like button and drop a remark below. If you found value in it, YouTube's algorithm is much easier to navigate thanks to this. You should also tell as many people as you can about this video. We should get the word out. Our best to you and yours this Christmas season.